camp is broken. That was a decent spot, very private. I think it got down to maybe 48. A lot of condensation. And it did rain a little bit last night, not a lot. Could definitely hear the traffic noise from down below, Route 40, but all in all, not too bad. Time to keep moving and get to Jones Pass, hopefully, but definitely up and over Vasquez Peak and Stanley Mountain. Once I get up this first one, I stay up and I kind of skirt around the top edges, and then I drop down off of Stanley, I believe, to some water, so that'll be good. And then a gradual back up, nothing, didn't look too steep, and around, and then that's when I come to Jones Pass. That's where I'm headed. That's where I came from yesterday. Sacrificed probably about 15 trail miles, but so be it. Just finished the last switchback. See my trail. Here's that way, and just the other side of that crest. Skirts around somehow over there. Gorgeous. I saw a trail runner coming up behind me. Single. next one. And then I'll work my way back and be on that far ridge on the other side of it, kind of, before I drop down off Jones Pass. Back into the enchanted forest. Well, I just got some water. The first water that I came to that I was aiming for, coming down off Stanley. Wow, it's like awesome. Cold, good taste in water. Yeah, so I've had like, I'm probably carrying 3 liters. Because these next couple of sources, I doubt they're gonna be as good, and I don't think I'm gaining a whole lot just yet. And then there's nothing once I start to go up before I get to Jones Pass. So it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna need any, but once bitten, twice shy when you're running low on water. Because I didn't have a whole lot for last night. I didn't have a proper dinner. So I don't know. I'd rather have more water right now than too little. Passed a nice couple. They must have parked down here and came up Stanley Mountain Trail. I mean, you know, older than me. They're going up to Stanley Mountain. Gosh, and I looked up and they were moving. Like, more power to them. I guess if I lived out here, maybe I'd be doing this more and I'd be in really good shape. Anyway, I did spy some, like, I don't know if they were moose droppings or, they seem kind of big. I guess it could have been mule deer, but right before I got to that water, so I was shouting out. I don't want any encounters like that. Anyway, I'm still over 11,000 feet. That's what I slept at last night, and probably the night before. It's the first night. I didn't sleep that great. My pulse was a little high. Probably because of the elevation, but well, I feel good. I want to get to Jones Pass and down it. That's my goal today. It's 7 miles away, so I've done a little over. I've probably done 4.5. I know, I'm a lame-o. All right, I'm getting there. So I go up, starting here, not down. That's for people, that's the Stanley Mountain Trail, right where that older couple came from. All right, time to start sweating. It was cruisy all the way to here. Just stepped out of the light drizzle earlier for, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. And had some water and a snack. Some honey, peanut butter, and really good organic corn tortilla. Time to keep pushing on. Just wanted to point that out because I was kind of tucked in there really nice. Kind of behind those 2 dead trees. Pretty cool. Well, I'm going up there. Kind of goes behind that big one, and on the back side of that one's in the clouds, and the other one, and then that one. I think you stay kind of on the back side of it, but anyhow, it looks like probably gonna be wet. But you can see that road going up that ridge, and then there's something. That's the pass. That's Jones Pass. That's where I go down. So that mountain looks okay right now, but when I start up over behind that one, probably when I'm in that saddle, I'll probably put my rain gear on. Anyhow, that's the update. Climbing out of that drainage. Headed up this. It doesn't summit. The trail does not summit. It skirts around an upper shoulder, somewhere up there. Really not too far. Anyway, there's a view, a new view. That's Jones Pass. That's the one I'll be going down the other side of. That road must just skirt the right side of it, I guess. I'm working my way up this shoulder of this beast. It does stay on this shoulder. I'm kind of glad it didn't go all the way up right just yet. You can see the trail. I must be looking back over towards the other part of Vasquez wilderness that I was in. Well, I'm around on the saddle now, and it's coming kind of dark, isn't it? I can't tell, but I'm gonna climb up that, not to the tippy top. I think it right up to that high shoulder. I think the trail goes up to about there, and then it skirts around the other side, follows the other side of that ridge line, and it drops down to Jones Pass. See my trail up before me. I have to go over there, part of the skirt that peak over there, I think. I'm only like I'm not very far away from Jones Pass. I think the next mountain's 1.2. I don't know, something like that. I'm making progress. Beautiful, beautiful out here. Skirt around behind that and this massive beast, and I pick up the Silverthorne alternate at Jones Pass. You can see the road going up around the other side where Jones Pass is. industry down there. Alright. Leaving Vasquez Peak Wilderness. It's been beautiful. And there's Jones Pass right up ahead. And there's the forest road I'll be following down. I go up, maybe it's that creek. I mean that drainage. I'd have to look on the map. Somewhere down there I turn and I go up. This is my exit point of the red line, where I'll begin the Silverthorne alternate. Jones Pass and the snowbank. Going that way. So until we meet again, which I think is Copper Mountain.